We got 5-4. All right, we're live, Randy. How you doing? We're playing a little catch up, if you will, in this game, and I think we have 5-4.
Yeah, sorry for the technical difficulty. Now, winners bracket action in the women's open. We've got the team of Lynch
And Cho.
Cho against Sokolowski in Wegner.
This one's going to be a good one. 6-5, 6-4. There's a shorty. Up and down set, and Sokolowski sneaks it through for point number 7. It's 7-4. That's how late in the house we are joining you guys. Along with Randy Stokely, I'm Jason DeBeas. Again, thank you for having us in your lives. Very, very fast turnaround time between the last match and this one, and I guess these girls aren't getting paid by the hour.
No, they're moving right along, and we got a tight one now, 4-7. There's a good little swing from the right side, a good dig. There's an opportunity for a point. They go to the middle, nobody can get to that one. Now up 8-4, Sokolowski. Almost sounds like what my name would have been. My father's Polish. Maybe would have lost the SKI, and I would have been a Sokolowski. So don't get me confused.
I was thinking
Sokolowski's at the net.
Jackie Wegner with the serve. That's Cho setting. Kirsten Cho. Pretty good blocker. She has a sister that plays, I believe. Jamie Lynch. Lynch to serve. Sorry, we're at 8-5. Thank you. We're back. Ooh, that ball was a hot mess. That set was a hot mess. Double contact called, and now it's 8-5. No, it's 6-8. We're switching right now. Sokolowski and Wegner now still lead by 2. So you were thinking Sokolowski, huh?
Yeah, sure was.
I was thinking more of the electric slide. You can't control it. And Sokolowski, boogie, woogie, woogie. Oh, no. That's just how my mind works.
All night long.
Wegner with the wrist away, and she's got a wicked one.
Yeah, very nice. A good little composition of teamwork right here. We've got the blocker about almost 8 inches taller than the defender. Sokolowski now back to serve from the right side. She'll go at the net. Look back at it. It actually goes out a little long, trying to hurry it up. A little bit of a mistake. Easy point now, 7-9. First game action.
Cho to serve.
Center court.
Wow, that ball is a little bit rushed too. Short toss. Not a whole lot of I don't know. Not a whole lot of TLC behind it. I don't know how else to put that.
Yeah, they're just figuring out each other right now. Get tight game, and now Touche back at you. 2-point game.
No wonder we were behind on the score, man. If you're gonna take turns serving out, that's like 30 seconds. There's the up and down set, and yeah, this is definitely the set of fast, decisive plays, Randy. I'm going to give you some particulars on some of the players for the audience, because Randy and I are pretty good at doing our homework.
Oh, there's an easy dig that doesn't get converted by Lynch. She's going, give me that one back as an easy ball being hit cross court. Should have scored, didn't. Now Sokolowski back to serve, 11-9.
They go to Cho on this one, and Cho line over. That ball's out of bounds. No touch by either player, and now they are ahead by 3 going into the technical timeout. Pretty comfortable, considering that neither or any of the 4 competitors have really gotten going yet. That's as harsh a criticism as I'm gonna have. I'm in a good mood today.
So we're at the technical timeout.
Yeah, Sokolowski, we were talking before we got on the air. So Sokolowski is one half of the reigning defending Motherlode champions, along with Katie Pauls, who we called that match earlier on in center court. And those two together, you should have seen them.
And I understand that she was played on the national team, the women's national team for a while, and she was a
Ukraine
player.
team.
Oh, the Ukrainian team.
She's Ukraine born.
Very nice.
Yeah. And she she cut her teeth playing indoor, and just another one of those transplants that fell in love with the beach and we're doing really good things. And Randy, as far as positions are going, would you say the two easiest positions to transfer from indoor to the beach would be the setter and the outside hitter? What do you think?
Well, I think that's kind of a given. The outside hitter is obviously receiving serve,
First
a
hit.
natural position for a beach volleyball player. And as the game continues here, we'll talk about that a little bit more.
That ball's out of bounds. Go ahead.
It's just I don't know if there's one position. Obviously, the positions that I look on at that are kind of against the thought of playing beach volleyball are the middle blocker and the oppo, because they don't get to receive serve. I think there's a lot of liberos that are coming into the game, being the defensive player with a bigger blocker.
Wow.
And
Wegner.
it's your makeup. It's how you're able to move. It's not an easy game out on the beach. It's really a lot of hard work, and it takes a certain individual, and not all of them can convert to the beach game.
I agree. Yep. Well said, Randy. And we're at 15-9 now. Still in the driver's seat is Maria Sokolowski. Sorry, I'm going to fix my screen. Maria Sokolowski and Jackie Wegner. That ball dug by Lena. Transition. Pretty easy pie.
Yep. Nice and easy. She's very controlled. I like her balance. She just sits there and waits for the things to happen. I was very intrigued to see what Lionel Messi says to his players and tries to teach them. He says in his game, be relaxed and stop moving around so much. The ball will come to you, as it did for Lena right there.
Yeah, it did. Very patient, stay home. And there's a stay home on the block. And that's something she brings well to the outdoor.
Yep.
She's a very good indoor blocker, and without having to worry about blocking lanes, she's entitled to this court freedom that allows her to go after the hitter more.
Very nice by you, Jason, to go and see that, because normally there's an ace down the middle that hits the back line. It thought it was an ace, but maybe it wasn't.
Okay, interesting. But you were saying?
I lost my
the observation
thought.
About the block.
About her being able to read and go after the block and just literally not say, hey, I'm just going to block the line or jump into the angle. She just read it and shut it down. There was a nice, easy little 1-2-3 touch. Now gets a good advantage of a side switch, 18-10, up by 8, first game.
Jackie Wegner, one of them. Smiling Jackie Wegner. That was the nickname. She thought I forgot. I'll take that. There's the up and down set and Cho. Wow, there's a I don't know how else to refer to this except a careless maneuver by Lena Sokolowski on the dig.
Maybe too calm. Got to be moving your feet, shuffle side to side, get into the good angle to be able to dig that ball. There's a nice little pass. This should be a nice little high set. She should go and bang, and she does.
In-system pass, in-system set. Very high percentage shot by one of the better hitters out here in the Aspen tournament. And we were talking about Carly Wopat, right? And Katie Pauls being the favorite. Let's not, right? I think we got to say, let's not sleep on Lena.
There's a number of teams that are vying for the championship here that we see, but you never know how everything's going to play out. And because of the conditions and because of the altitude, can take some players out that were very, very good at the beginning and come up a little short at the end because of the 8,000-foot elevation.
We're at set point opportunity number 1. It's 2011. And I know I mentioned this before, but it bears parroting, not getting paid by the hour. It's Sokolowski and smiling Jackie Wegner. That was her nickname last year. I emceed her last year, and you should see her. Everywhere she goes, she's got a big smile on her face. All the reason to smile now, right? That's the end of the first set.
First one goes to Sokolowski.
Yeah, winners 21-11 in this first set. And
Jackie Wegner kind of really calming Sokolowski down and just really kind of in a commanding win there. Just kind of a number of nice, good touches. I like that pass that hit just a couple plays ago. Very dominant and well played.
Mm. Sorry, let's go to take a look at our booth. We're showing a little bit of grass between the "Let's Go" sign, but we got to get all of Randy, man, because all of us loves all of you. Get your heart out, John Legend. Yeah, fun day so far. A little bit of sun, a little bit a perfect mixture of overcast, so it's not too hot, not too cold.
Sun's been floating in and out. Little bit of a wind conditions, and for the most part, excellent playing conditions. Maybe little dust flying up just a bit, but not all that much. We're at the 50th annual Motherlode in Aspen, Colorado. My first time being up here, Jason. I know you've done this, and thank you very much for involving myself because this was always on my bucket list as a player. But needless to say, playing on the AVP Tour and then all of a sudden the World Tour, I just never had the chance.
Yeah, well, look, this is my second time. I only did year one now, but the 50th anniversary, I think your timing is impeccable. It's the
Yeah, it
fifth.
is.
You came here on the 50th, and
Just
it's
think if-
Randy, and it's beautiful out here.
Just think I would have been 12 years old and playing in this first tournament, and if I could have gone to 62. One of the tournaments in America that everybody looks for, to come out here, not only to play, but it's amazing the family. Everywhere I look, you got people that have flown in from every part of the country to play in this tournament. And not only that, have been doing it for years and years and years. The stories that I hear are just really incredible. Not only along with this beach tournament, they have the sand, which is obviously a big, big attraction for a lot of the teams. But the sport's not only getting bigger, but this tournament is getting bigger.
Yeah, and I mean, even when it was smaller, there was a heightened level of intimacy. It feels like family out here. It feels like a clique, and it is my honor, duty, and privilege to be part of this clique as we begin the second set, and very much how they finished the first set. Jackie Wegner ripping cross court.
Yeah.
I like cliques. Everyone's like, "Oh, I can't stand cliques." No, I like cliques. I just don't like snooty people. Yeah, I mean, if you're a clique, that's fine. You want to be, don't be a jerk about it.
Yeah. Well, listen, everybody's got their levels, and everybody's not the same. So, looking at what we have here, what a happy place.
Yeah, consider your background. You're the king of the beach. You're a legend. You one of the people that made beach volleyball the sport that it is, right? Consider where I'm from. I'm a kid from Brooklyn, New York. I grew up. I had to have two educations to survive where I came from, and those are two different cliques, So, but again, honor, duty, privilege to be part of this clique. Honor, duty, privilege to be calling this with the king of the beach. I can't think of a more lazier and convenient way for me to punt the analytical to. And here we are as I continue to talk through this match.
Yeah,
Let's get a score check.
Yeah, let's get a score check.
I'll find out for you. What are you going to say, Randy?
No, I just want to get back into the game. Sokolowski now back to serve from Ukraine. Originally, big girl got an opportunity. They get an opportunity to score that point. And you can never tell by the girls, their smiles on their faces. Well, when I played, if you hit a ball out, you weren't really smiling all that much, but they're trying to keep momentum on their side and trying to go to the next play. As now Chow's going to attack the ball and goes to a little short ball and knows that the big girl can't lay down and get to that ball. Easy point.
It's a different level of gravity when a big person is right knuckling a teardrop.
Not only do they not want to bend, but they don't want to get down on the ground. Very few people do. And there's a nice tough serve by Wegner.
Yes.
Is that right?
It's Wegner.
Wegner.
Yeah. Smiling Jackie Wegner. And that's a rare shank on her part. She's not into the business of missing passes.
Well, let me give the right credit. It's Jamie Lynch that served that last ball.
Right.
And scoring that point on that ace serve. There's a nice little shot by Wegner down the line, a little chop in the green.
Jackie's really good. She doesn't have to turn her whole body to make it happen. That wrist away can go fast or slow, but it's decisive, and it's what I'm saying. It's exactly what the doctor ordered here.
Here's going to be an opportunity scoring. Nice high set. Sure enough, chops the ball down the line, up and over the block. If Sokolowski's going to get back and dig balls, and balls are going to come up like that, you got to think that her scoring ability is very, very high.
Yeah, and this is the time for them not to take their foot off the gas pedal. This is the time for them to get in, get out, right? This is a winner's bracket, and the more you win, the more you keep your head above water. Sokolowski. She made so many moves to that ball. She made that look more difficult than it was, Randy.
Yeah, it was a timber as the tree fell.
And then the tree lunge.
Yeah, yeah. Listen, it's difficult. You know, I am very proud to say that the girls that are as big as they are certainly athletes, and they're sprouting up everywhere. No pun intended.
I'm trying to figure out the score, but our two scorekeepers literally have their hand over the score. They're ready to flip and they're diligent in their duty, but at the same time we can't see the score. Let me take my mic off.
Race, score.
She got it. Nice. They have 6 up, and I'll keep score from here on the
There's
scoreboard
a
remote.
nice pass set here. Love that bump set. Perfectly timed. So let's talk about bump setting and hand setting. So the one thing that I've always felt like is if you were playing with a bump setter, not only did you have to wait for the ball, but you didn't see the court as a hitter. You play with a hand setter and everything's up and your head's up, your chin's up, you're looking at the court, you're never looking down. So there's a little bit of a difference in regards to, some people are comfortable playing with a bump setter. I played with a bump setter, with St. John quite a bit because the rules as they were so tight. But I learned that way. But then when I went to a hand setter, it was a whole different world.
Yeah, that was
and not like
an Aladdin type whole new world.
And not like I was a person to shoot the ball and look at the court and shoot it around, but it surely helped.
I think there are other variables that we need to take into play too, right? Now, women's height net is 7'4" and an eighth, right? So for taller women who are almost our height to be bump setting, it's not that skewed of a difference. So that's something a caveat I wanted to add to that brilliant assertion.
Yeah.
Yeah, men's height net, the middle no lower than 7'11" and 5/8, sides no higher than 8 feet.
Oh, there's a nice serve down the middle with a little bit of pace for Chow. But sure enough, ever in a fiddle, go deep middle.
I'm so glad you said that. You had to be first.
As Wegner goes and chops that ball with nobody home.
Pretty cool. And Wegner had made the quarterfinals of last year or the semis. And I'm going to double check with my guy here. So she's always deep in the playoffs, and she's got a Sokolowski this year. So I wouldn't be surprised to see them in the finals playing Will Pat and Katie Piles. That ball luff balloons out of bounds, and now it's 10-8.
Yeah, they're going after Chow to the middle of the court. Being a right-hander, it's an excellent serve, just like we were talking about in the matches previous, serving their weaker side in terms of their ability to pass the ball. I think that they're calling that ball. Yeah, they're calling it out. So there was the mistake. She's got to get around. She's got to not only just reach out with her hand, she's got to get her whole body to square up and push that ball forward. And they're going to go back to it. There it is, but there's an out serve just out.
That time it went long, and I mean, it's only a 1-point game, but clearly the momentum's going to the reigning defending champion right now, as well as Jackie Wegner, who's almost expecting to receive this serve.
So let's see Wegner, who they are trying to go after. Blockers blocking lines. They go to the right side.
They go to Jackie.
Wegner.
Yep.
Yes.
Jackie has a lot of dimensions of cross court too, and she's very, very formidable in that respect. And wow, 2 people go, 2 people stop, and that's one of those things where you're like, you wish they would just both go, right, Randy?
Yeah. I think the mistake over there for Sokolowski was the height of the set. They seem that they're just a little bit too low. The timing's just not in perfection. Lift that set a little bit and give your hitter, like this set will go up. Look at that height. And now she can do anything. And now almost like time stands still.
So true. It was almost a freeze frame.
And it's no, but if you really look at it and understand it and see it, that's what you want to do, because you want to make those players, kind of stop in their tracks. It's first of all, an advantage of Sokolowski being the height that she has and the ability and the range that she has, that she could really almost do anything at that one point. But it all starts with her pass.
Yeah. Hey, we're in our technical timeout, and this is just moving right along. Today, for anyone watching the live version, there are no contenders bracket matches today. The contenders bracket matches start tomorrow. That makes pretty much Sunday the longest day of the tournament, because they're you're trying to get rid of I don't know, eliminate as many teams as you can, Randy.
You're right, but I have to say those losers bracket matches are some of the best matches to watch. If you've ever been around a beach volleyball tournament, late Saturday, late Sunday, those losers bracket, it's all in for all teams, and there's some exciting games going on. Just don't leave just because you're waiting for the winners bracket or the finals to come around, because you're missing out.
Yeah, I mean, in our experience, we can name so many instances where we followed the path of two players that got eliminated from the winners bracket early. But my recent memory, or my instant memory, goes back to Eric Baranek and Bill Kolinsky. They lost to Rafa Rodriguez and Ed Ratledge the first round, and they won enough contenders matches to make it all the way to the semifinals. And you had to beat Ricardo and Rosie. They had to beat Case Beer and Schalk. They had to beat they had to chop down some trees. You got to chop down some trees and make it to make it the Sunday at the Manhattan Beach Open.
And it happened last week at the Manhattan Open for the girls. Scholes and her partner losing the first game of the tournament.
Betsy, yeah.
And then coming back all the way, even though that they had a couple forfeits, very difficult to do. I don't know if I've ever even did it.
No. I know that Jake and Taylor did it. Taylor Crabb and Jake lost to Gabriel Ospina and Paul Lotman the first round, and Jake said he had to play 9 matches.
Yeah.
And told Taylor he doesn't ever want to do that again.
Yeah.
That was code for, if you were drinking somewhere the night before, make sure you don't do that again.
They learn their lessons, and it's something, if you want to be professional, you've got to act as a professional.
And I thought the social media threw Taylor under the bus on that, as it's now 11-12. They made it sound like 8 guys carried him, hung over in a mosh pit and just threw him on the sand. That's not what happened, Oh, there's a shorty, and I like the shorty, but I'd like to see some liftoff on that jump. I think the power jump sells that shorty.
Well, it's also about the approach, the speed of the approach. If you're not, coming hard at the ball, well, you've got no speed, no momentum. You can't even shoot that ball. And if you come hard at the ball, they don't know what you're going to do. So let's see if Chow can do that. She's kind of walks into it again. Close set. Sure enough, Sokolowski at the net just redirects that thing, puts it down for a point.
I mean, just absolutely clamped. She got higher on the block than the hitter did with the approach and jump, and very well said.
And Sokolowski walks back like ho-hum. That's just everyday business. As she goes back to serve and serves the ball to the right side to the line and scores that point. Now they go up by 4.
Yeah.
Am I at 15-11?
Yep. We are at 15-11. And can you appreciate why I said before that even when there was only 1 point, the momentum was still Sokolowski or whatever? There doesn't seem to be a mentality right now to win. Like, if you're looking on the other side of the court, I don't see right now. I'm not trying to say they gave up. I'm just trying to say I don't see a play to win mentality right now. And I'm going to be a little harsh in my criticism, but
well,
you're on this court. You're in the present. You can't look at this retrospectively.
And you could be right, but it could just all start right now with a service into the net. You never know if they're kind of like just thinking about like, okay, are we just giving this game away and waiting for the next one to come about, that we can kind of change momentum. You've got to, first of all, you've got to create momentum, and it's got to start now.
I agree. Left shoulder served, handled okay. Smiling while passing is smiling Jackie Wegner. I don't know if she's gritting her teeth on that, but we'll just call it a smile. So Randy, is falling off the cliff like a real thing? Like some people, they're having a bad day, and they just need to maybe just let it out and like throw a chair so they can play.
Well, there's times that that's going to happen because if you've never been in these positions and it's something that all of a sudden comes about upon you, um, and you've got no control, it's an awful feeling. That was the difference between the game that I played and the game that's being played today. I had a chance to side out, and if I made a mistake, I could side out, I could slow things down, I could receive serve, I could go back and try to retool. Here, things happen so fast that
Then you blink.
you make a mistake like that. Now all of a sudden, here we get a lucky serve off the tape or one that hits back line. All of a sudden, there's 2 points scored in a row. Next thing you know, they do something. They block a ball. They dig a ball. There's 3 in a row, and as the game goes on.
13-19. There's a better serve out of the middle, but an even better pass by Jackie. And Jackie likes the drifter. She likes the drifter because she can scan the defense, Coach.
Well, it's just really a great set in regards to it's something happening, I guess, a net violation. Too bad because I do really like that set, and I like that she's thinking about moving around her hitter as they go after her again. Now she's just got to put thing up. Here's a chance for Cho, I should say. She hits that ball in the net because it was all broken up. A lot of things going against this team right now, Wegner and Cho.
Jackie Wegner played a little beach ball at Tulane University. I believe at the time Wayne Hawley was the coach. Wayne Hawley, one of the more respected coaches in multiple volleyball communities and regions. You have a guy from Israel who's there now, whose name escapes me, but he's very capable as well. Trying to come back, and here's a free ball scenario.
And there's a nice pass. She knows to lift that ball, gets a higher. She's got all the room in the world. She just goes up and over for an easy point.
Wasn't that beautiful?
Yeah.
Checking on all the boxes on that free ball pass.
Yeah, well,
the holds at the end.
It all starts with that first pass. You see how she just lifted that ball? She's a big girl. She needs space. She needs time, right, to get her giddy up and get after. And sure enough, she does it and does it accurately.
Match point. Opportunity number 1. Cho, good cut shot. I mean, good choice, but unfortunately that ball sails out, and unfortunately so sails their hopes of remaining in the winner's bracket. Winners, 2-0. Sokolowski and smiling Jackie Wegner over Cho and Lynch.
Yeah, it was a kind of a game that you thought that would have been a little bit closer, but I think the presence of Sokolowski, not only hitting, blocking, serving was a difference, and they really won in a dominant fashion.
Yeah. Hey, well, this is our game off, but I think there might be one more match tonight. Maybe you'll join me, maybe you're not. I think there's some kind of players celebration. I don't think they can legally call it a party or something like that, but it's a good chance for me to catch up on some old friends, and not to mention meet some of these new faces, Randy.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah,
should be really fun.
Well, you were beloved out here, and you just got here, so it's going to be a good time for you, okay?
Yeah.
My man here, Rolo Vincent. I am Jay. I am Woody Harrelson. Nah, hey, we're out of here, at least for now, okay? But for all of you at home, thank you for having us in your living room. Thank you for having us in your life.
Let's go.
That's right. Look behind us for Randy Stokeless, the king of the beach, the living legend. I'm Jason DeBillius. Oh, let's go. So long. That was awesome. We have the Let's Go